So I'm just after watching the trailer for Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 15, and I'm going to give my predictions for how the series is going to wrap up and then what I'm going to expect to see happen in Season 7. So if you're not up to date on Fear the Walking Dead, which is Season 6, Episode 14, titled Mother, do not watch this review, because this review, or not this kind of breakdown, kind of predictions video is going to be kind of spoiling everything for Season 6. So if you haven't seen anything from Season 6, do not watch this kind of breakdown predictions video because it's going to spoil something. So this is a completely new type of video for me. Usually when after watching Fear the Walking Dead, I give my predictions at the end of the review for the episode for what I think is going to happen in the next episode. But this one, I've got a pretty big idea and I kind of want to get my idea out there. So just in case I'm right, I've got proof that I was right. Anyways, but usually I do kind of give a small one. But this one, I just feel like I kind of feel like I'm right, and I kind of hope I'm right because this seems really interesting and really different for like not only Fear the Walking Dead but The Walking Dead. So far this season, I feel like I've been saying a lot that I'm predicting stuff, or not predicting stuff. I feel like I'm saying a lot this season that they're doing stuff we've never seen in the universe, and it's been great. Like the whole Daniel storyline at the moment, where he's pretty much getting Alzheimer's and just like Grace losing her baby. This is stuff that I never would have thought we'd see in The Walking Dead. So I'm just really happy we're seeing this kind of stuff. Well, like Alzheimer's, losing a baby, none of that is nice stuff, but it's just great to see new stuff in this universe, showing that there is still life, even though like the main series is coming to an end. Fear the Walking Dead, I don't know how many seasons got left, but it just shows that they're still got great ideas. And Fear the Walking Dead as a whole, this is all original ideas. This is no comic book or anything based off, and like for the most part, Fear the Walking Dead is a great show. Season 1 was good, Season 2 had its moments, Season 3 was fantastic, Season 4 I thought started great, Season 5 was oh shit. Well, Season 6 has been fantastic. But my predictions for this episode, well, the final two episodes as well, Season 7, before I even watched the trailer, was I was actually predicting that the nukes are going to go off. I think that's a guarantee. There's no way they're setting up all these nukes for them not to go off. I think that would be really, like, what's the point doing it if you're not actually going to follow through with it? So my predictions were that these nukes are going to go off, and a lot of people are going to die. A lot of people we know are going to die. I was thinking Daniel might be one of those ones, because I actually found out that Ruben Blades, I think the actor's name is 72. I was quite surprised he's a 72-year-old man. But I'm actually predicting that he's going to die. Not only because his mind isn't always there, he's never really been fully kind of on board with the show. Like he left halfway through Season 2, he didn't show up till the back half of Season 3, he wasn't there at all Season 4, and he showed up randomly in Season 5. Now he's been there for all of 5 and all of 6, but he just never fully confirmed to the show, so I think he might just go off, and that'd be a good death because he's a Season 1 character. Other people, Dwight, Sherry, Morgan, they're all fine. Strand I think is fine, Alicia 100% fine. Althea is fine just because she's got the CRM connection. Other than that, Charlie could go, June can go, John Dory can go. Well, John Dory Jr. So many people could die, and I think that's what's going to happen. And I think that's what's best. I think they're better off killing off loads of people rather than just one or two. I think one or two and loads of unknown people wouldn't be as satisfying. I think they need to kill about 3 or 4 recognizable people we know. I imagine, say, what's her name? Sherry's friend, I imagine he could be one that could go. Hopefully Luciana. I really don't like Luciana, so I wouldn't mind to see those go, just to really put how much of, like, how important this is. Like, it's not just anything, like, oh, it's not just a little scrape, this is a nuclear bomb being set off. I honestly think that's what's going to happen, and I don't think our group is going to outrun it. I don't think they're going to like leave Texas and they're going to be fine. I think they're actually going to be inside the bunker. Now I think this because it's the most logical thing. I think Teddy is going to end up dying by John Dory's hands, John Dory Sr. I think he's going to be the one to kill Teddy, finally do what he should have done 30 years ago. And in doing so, everyone who followed Teddy is going to look at Alicia as their new leader, because of course Teddy is really kind of setting it up as Alicia is his successor. He even like pretty much says it in episode 14, so I imagine they're all going to look at Alicia as their new leader. And because they're looking at Alicia as their new leader, they're going to be looking at her. Morgan's group are going to be looking at Alicia as well, because it's going to be Morgan and Alicia, so they're going to be looking at everyone's going to be looking at them to help them lead. So we're going to be in the bunker, and I don't think we're going to be in the bunker for all of season 7, but I would say the first half of season 7 we're going to be living in the bunker, and it's not going to be a month or two later. I imagine it's going to be a pretty big time skip. I think The Walking Dead is about 7-8 years ahead of Fear the Walking Dead, and I think that's what the time skip's going to be. I think I wouldn't mind if because 8 episodes a season, 8 episodes a half season, every episode was a year in difference, and we see the progression of their kind of losing it, or kind of, yeah, pretty much losing, going crazy in there, no sunlight on them for 8 years, get to 6 years, they're starting to debate, like, what's going to happen, should we go up there? Grace is like, no, it's still kind of radiation. Year 7, they're like, okay, we're really running out of food, we're going to have to get up there soon enough. Year 8, they have run out of food, they have no more options, so they have to go out there. We see, I imagine Morgan be one of the ones to go out, and they'll be in a nuclear suit. Althea won't be there, I imagine, because Althea is still out there looking for Isabel to warn Isabel about the group they're fighting about. So I imagine they're going to be in there. I really hope, I think that sounds like a great idea, to have them actually being in there for 7 to 8 years, growing, seeing what's going to happen, and Alicia in the forefront. Madison is still out there, or maybe she actually is going to be in this bunker. Maybe the last minute they run into Madison and she joins them down there. But I think that'd be the best thing to go in for the start of season 7, and then the back half of season 7, they're making their way back to Alexandria, just because Morgan goes, okay, remember in season 4 he was originally going to bring them back there, he decided to bring their own home there, but now that Texas has been destroyed, they're going to kind of make some sort of a wall sign saying do not go to Texas, and then Morgan's going to go, well, I know people back, was it east? I don't know, America. Yeah, we're going to know people back east. He takes them back there, and then when he gets back there, he gets to reveal that Rick is alive. And so I imagine season 7 could be the end of Fear the Walking Dead, or maybe it might not be, but then it's going to be Morgan's going to get there, he's going to say, oh my god, Rick's alive. Morgan is going to take a group, we're going to see Morgan, we're going to see Alicia, all the main people from Fear are going to go with Morgan to go and find Rick Grimes. So that's probably might be season 8 of Fear the Walking Dead, might be that. But I imagine Fear the Walking Dead season 7, I think if it goes ahead that the nuclear bomb sets off and destroys Texas, I think there's a very, very high chance that season 7 will be also them making their way back to Alexandria, because at some point Morgan's going to have to go back. And him being in a nuclear bomb shelter, not physically being able to leave there, really explains why Morgan has not come back at all throughout this entire time skip. Either that or he's been killed, but they're not going to kill Morgan off. So I think that's a pretty kind of good representation of why Morgan hasn't been there, what he's been up to. I think that really sets it up well, and kind of really fills in those 8 years, because we've been wondering where they are. It also kind of gives us an answer to why Sherry never came back to try and kill Negan, like she was saying in episode 13. Also why Dwight never came back. It just really lets it off a great way that they've been in this bunker for 8 years, really setting it up as that's why they haven't come back, not because they're dead, but because they physically cannot leave. It's better than the CRM trapping them as well, because then it's like everyone's getting trapped in the CRM, and that just wouldn't be as entertaining, everyone being there. I think just a nuclear bomb shelter would be a much better idea. I also got to see the trailer for episode 15. Of course, it's Morgan taking his staff, or it's a battle axe, if anything. We see him taking it out and mock the one thing he said he didn't want to have to do. We see everyone getting ready to go to battle. They're all making their way to the nuclear submarine to stop it. We see at the end, actually, Morgan walking into the submarine to kind of go in to see what's happening. But we also get to see Teddy, we get to see Riley turning the keys, getting everything ready. Riley says 2 minutes away from launch. So it looks like episode 15 could be the one where the nuclear missile goes off, and then episode 16 is the big panic, because maybe it goes up and it takes X amount of hours for it to drop back down. So they've got a certain amount of time to get everyone up. Everyone gets in that truck and makes their way as fast as they can to that bomb shelter, because it's the only way I can see it ending. There's no way they're going to stop this missile. I think if they do that, it's going to be massively disappointing. It makes the season as a whole just, it leaves it on a bad taste. And since the season has been honestly amazing, honestly, I think it's a bit mad, but I'm enjoying Fear the Walking Dead more than I enjoyed The Walking Dead season 10. I think this arc is so much better than the Whisperer arc, and I enjoyed the Whisperer arc. I did reviews of every episode. I was enjoying it as it was going along, but I just think this is a lot better. I feel like with Walking Dead, I was excited every week to see a new episode, purely because I love The Walking Dead. But with Fear the Walking Dead, I've been so excited every week just to see what's going to happen next, how this story is going to progress. I was never like that with The Walking Dead Season 10. I was just excited because I love The Walking Dead. So I'm just really excited to see what is going to happen in these next 2 episodes, and then what's going to happen with Season 7 as a whole. I don't think they're honestly going to go exactly the way I'm predicting it now, but I just think that will be the best way to have Season 7 of Walking Dead, or Fear the Walking Dead. I think be a fantastic season. And it kind of, even the way it finishes it off, you kind of get rid of the big massive group, and then it just leaves our group on the road searching for Rick Grimes. And then we're going to have that group searching for Rick. We're going to have so many groups out there looking for Rick Grimes, so many groups making their way to CRM, making CRM such a big, massive villainous group, which honestly I'm so excited to see these Rick Grimes movies. Please give it to us soon. As you can see, got Rick Grimes right there. He's my favourite fictional character of all time. I can't wait to see him come back, and I really want to see him and Morgan reunite. I want to see him and Morgan reunite more than him and Daryl. I think Rick and Morgan are fantastic together, so I'm really looking forward to seeing those two reunite. So hopefully sooner rather than later we can see that, and I'm really excited for episode 15 and 16. There's a week gap, I think, as far as I know, so we're not actually seeing it next week, we're seeing it the week after that. So if you want to hear my review and thoughts of episode 15 and 16, click that subscribe button so you can come back and watch my reviews of both of those episodes. And as always, thanks for watching.